Hello friends, Cheryl here with Inked Pulp, and I'm back again with another Margarete Miller challenge. Boy, the weeks just fly by. So I want to start off by saying if you are new here, welcome. You are much appreciated. Hang on, I'm just doing a couple of little adjustments here. I've got, there we go. So if you're new here, welcome. I hope you'll sit back and enjoy and like what you see. And if you want to see more of my videos, I do a live broadcast every morning, Monday through Friday, except Thursday. And we do live interactive crafting. So you're welcome to come back and see that and other videos that I make, such as the Margarete Miller. So if you will click the subscribe button and click on that bell so you're notified whenever I upload a video, that would be wonderful. And hey, before I get started, I also want to mention real quick, every month I do a drawing for Happy Mail, and it's a pretty nice Happy Mail package. What I do is I take all the comments on my videos, live streams and recorded videos from the previous month. So in June or July 1, I will take all of the videos recorded in June and I'll pick a winner for each video, and that comes out of the YouTube comment picker. And then all of those names go into a pot and I go live and I draw a winner from all of those individual names from the individual videos. And that person will get a Happy Mail package from me. I've been doing this for over a year now and people seem to love it. So be sure and go back and comment, and you can go back to any video in the month of June, as long as it's before July 1, and put in a comment and you'll be included, and you can be entered as many times as you comment on videos. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So week 24, something from the recycle bin, a bottle or a glass, a piece of wrapping paper, a favorite food, text in a different alphabet, and the bonus is 3 of something. All right. So this was last week's. I love this. I got so many great comments on the little Nomi guy. All right, we're going to start here. And by the way, you guys, I did in my live morning sessions, we did a glue comparison, glue stick, because Scotch Create, you know, they discontinued their glue. It seems like there was one more. There's one more I didn't like. Anyway, here's the Tombow glue stick. Here's one called Glue. And then I tried the Prit. And I tried one other, but I don't see it on my desk here. So when I tried them all, Prit was, like it didn't stick down magazine images very well. My 2 top glue sticks, and they worked really well. We glued them down, let it sit for a few days, and then went to try to pull it up, and magazine slick pages, cardstock, whatever, did not work, did not come up. So Glue and Tombow were the 2 best that I found, and because of price, I chose Tombow. Glue was more expensive, but I am going to use the Glue today. It smells really good. Glue and Tombow both smelled really good, and the one thing I liked about the Tombow glue, besides the price, is that it is blue. So you get that color. So I don't glue on the rest of my pages. You get that color that shows you where the glue is, so you know if you missed a spot. So due to price and the color of it, and it smells really good too. This glue smells good too, though. It's got a very fragrant scent to it. So if you're looking for a new glue stick, I would highly recommend either one of those. All right. And I love how it's square under there. It's got a round cap, but the glue stick is square, and so is the little twisty thing. All right, for my background, I am going to use this, and this is also going to count as my piece of wrapping paper, because tissue can be used as wrapping paper. And be careful when I'm putting this down, because if it sticks before I get to where I want it to stick, it's going to be a nightmare to move. All right. There we go. And you can kind of see the lines through it, but that's okay. This is really pretty wrapping paper. I got this at Hobby Lobby, by the way. If you guys are wondering where I got it and where you might get some, I found it at Hobby Lobby. And I really like this. It's a real pretty wrapping paper. So I hope you are all doing well. I'm actually getting out ahead of this week. It's been like Sunday or Monday lately before I get to doing my Margarete Miller. Today is Saturday, so I'm happy to report that I am ahead of schedule today. So I have got really no plans for the weekend other than continuing to clean up my craft room. I've been on a mission to get it clean. And hubby's working today, well, till 2 o'clock. He only works till 2 on Saturdays. And then we're just going to kind of hang out and have a weekend and nothing special. Nothing special at all. I hope y'all, it's been really nice here. My garden is just thriving right now because of all that we've had a ton of rain. We get afternoon rain showers. But then the rest of the day it's nice and sunny. So between the rain and the sun, my garden is just flourishing. Can't wait till we get some produce that we can harvest. Really waiting for that. All right, there we go. It's a little wrinkly, but that's okay. All right, the next thing I'm going to put on is text in a different alphabet. So I had these little wrappers that came around some noodles that I bought at the Asian market. I don't remember what kind of noodles they were now, but I bought some noodles and made a dish with them. But I've got these little strips left over, and I thought that I would put them like a frame around this collage. I thought that might be kind of fun. Oops! I just tore my paper, but that's okay. I can put another piece down. All right, so I'm going to put this down here. It really matches with because there's some goldish tones in here. It just matched so well that, and I think I'll still have some left over. So you guys, I have spent the last 2 days, I had 2 bins that were absolutely chock full of lace and trims, and it was just thrown in there. There was no rhyme or reason to it. They were just all loose and thrown in a bin, and I have spent the last couple of days, well, evenings. I work, on my crafty stuff during the day, and then when I finish up and go upstairs for the evening, I sit and sort laces and then wrap them around. I have wooden lace cards that I use, and I love them because they don't bend. And so I've been working on that. Well, this morning I got up, and what is that? Keep doing that. It just keeps. Let's put a little more paper on here. I don't know why it keeps coming up. And I looked out in the backyard, and there was a piece of really wide lace that was strung out across the backyard. And I thought, oh, she didn't. My dog. When she was a puppy, she used to do stuff like that, but she's been really good. She hasn't done that in a long time, gotten into something that she shouldn't have. And so I went out to get the lace, and well, there were two pieces across the front yard or backyard. And so I went out to get them, and then I saw that up against the house there were about 4 more of my lace cards that have been, and I think what she was doing was chewing on the wood that the lace was on. But there was lace all across the back of the house, and it had been up against the house, so when I looked out the window, I didn't see it. I was so mad at her. She didn't really ruin any of the lace. I mean, it got wet because it was outside in the dew, but I can deal with that. So I now have to dry those out, put them on new cards. Oh, I was so mad at her. I called her outside, and she comes running out with her tail wagging, thinking, oh, playtime with Mom. And I hauled her over to the lace on the ground, and I said, who did this? And she, bowed her head, and she knew that what she had done was wrong. And she was acting all scared and like, oh, I'm in trouble. And oh man, I scolded her like I have never scolded her before. And she knew she was in trouble. I told her to get in the house when we were done, and she went running in the house, and she went down to the basement to where my husband's office is, and she hung out down there because she didn't want to run into me. All right, there we go. So there is our little frame all around. Isn't that cute? Now I have my favorite foods. Now, this is not technically a food, and I'm just going to tack this in the middle for right now because I think I've got some things that need to go under it. This is not technically a food, it's a drink, but still food. Still in the food category. And then I had a glass or a bottle and I have this glass of strawberry lemonade that I'm going to put up here, and I'm not going to tack it all the way down because the other thing I have is my real favorite food. I mean, tea is. I love tea. But since hubby and I have gone vegan, our favorite foods are now fruits and vegetables. here. We now eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. Okay, so that's favorite food. Now we had something from the recycle bin. And you know, there's always one thing that I lose in these videos that I drop or somehow it gets lost. And it was a little piece of cardboard that I pulled out of the garbage. Let's see, I can put this down now. And I keep them all together when I put this stuff aside. And do you think I can find that little piece of cardboard? Of course not. Of course not. There were even two of them. Oh, maybe that's it. Alright, so I have this, and I think I'm going to cut it down even a little more. And what I'm going to do with this is cover it with another piece of this tissue paper. Okay? And this will be my piece from the recycle bin. Okay, there's that. And push that up. I really like this one too. I had been not really liking my collages for a while there. They were okay, but they weren't my favorites. And now, the last couple that I've done I really like. And I really like this one, because this really... There, we're going to put that there. Now, the last prompt is 3 of something. So, I'm going to pull up my button box here, and we're going to pull 3 buttons out that I can put on here. Let's see what colors will work. So I'm just going to put this across here with 3 little buttons on it. And this is my button box, by the way. For those of you who haven't seen it. Ooh, here's a purple that I've got 3 of. Does purple even go? You know, it might, actually. I think I've got 3 of those yellow buttons, too. It was hard finding 3 of the same thing. But I think I've got, there's another one. There's 1, 2. And color. And I'm pretty sure I have another one of those in here. There we go. So 1, 2, and 3 right across there. And then that will finish off my collage. So I'm trying to think if I want to put, what are we doing? We're only at 19 minutes. I'm going to put some thread Those back in there. I like these because they kind of go with these colors up here, and let's just put a white in here because we do have some white. All right. It's going to pull right through. I don't think I got it. So I'm just going to sew in these buttons a little bit so that there's some thread in them. So we'll have a little bit of stitching on here. We need one of those prompts that says stitching real or drawn. There we go. And my fingers are all gluey now. That glue stick, the GLOO, that stuff is much like the Scotch Create. It's very sticky, and I really like it. Okay, there's one. It's got a little bit of extra thread back there, but that's okay. It'll get glued down. Okay, so there's one. And we'll do two, and I'm putting this thread in as an X across because this is a 4-hole button. But my friend, Miss Lori B, and it's Lori, if you have not seen any of her videos, she makes the most gorgeous journals. She's real shabby. You know, she grunges things up, and oh my gosh, her journals are so beautiful. She told me you should never have a button without thread in it. So Lori B, if you watch this, I listen to you. Okay, there's that one. I suppose I could have paused it and done this off camera, but that's okay. We're almost done now. 1, 2, 3. And that'll be our 3 of something. Now, I'm going to put this down just on the 3 sides so that I can, ouch, poking yourself is not a good thing with a sharp needle, so that I can tuck my prompts down in there. All right. And one more stitch. And we'll tie it up, glue the rest down, and that will be, so it's very food focused this time, which is good. We, for those of you who don't know, my husband and I decided, officially as of February 1, although we really started in January, we decided to change to a vegan diet for health reasons. It wasn't for, you know, because we felt so bad for the animals that were, you know, providing nutrition. It wasn't that. It was health reasons, and we've been really pleased with it. So that's why when I saw that fruits and vegetables, it really struck a chord that, you know, that was the picture for my favorite foods. All right, come on. And I think what I might do is go around and ink those edges a little bit around that kind of pocket that we're going to create. Okay, I'm going to put one right in the middle first. One right in the middle. And then one there. And one here. This one needs to go over just a little bit. Okay, this is all really sticky on the back here, so I'm going to put, because I want to be able to slide my prompts down in here, I'm just going to stick a piece of this paper over it so that it's not sticky anymore. Whoops. Hold off one of my buttons. There we go. Alright, so we're going to put that there, but I do want to ink it up, and I did not get my ink out before I started this, so find myself an ink dauber. Let's see, where did all my ink daubers go? I probably got 5 of them sitting out here on the desk somewhere. They're just all covered up. There's one. Actually, I don't want to use this dark ink. I think I want to use the vintage photo. So let's ink it up a little bit. There we go. You guys, I have been working so hard to organize my craft room. And it's like, you know, before you get to looking better, it's got to look really bad because you got to pull everything out. And right now I'm in that really bad stage. Like, I can't find anything. I've got stuff all over the place. But like I said, I took all that lace and trim I had, and I got that organized. And then look at this. This basket was overflowing with just papers. And I went through and I threw away all the stuff that I would probably never use. And then I, you know, made this my little scrap box. So I'm going to really be working in this a lot to use up some of that scrap. But I was so pleased about getting it done. I'm going to use some double-sided tape on this. And that's the top. So I'm just going to go on 3 sides here. Look at me, leaving room for the prompts. You guys should be very proud of me. Because I usually don't, and then I end up having to clip them on. And, you know, it's funny, and I've said this before, some of these Margarete Miller challenges are really hard. It's hard to find the prompts. On this one, it was actually pretty easy. It was actually pretty easy. I've been harvesting magazines because I am doing a glue book. And I went through my food magazine images, and that's where I got the tea, this glass, and that. And then, you know, I had the, I don't know, it was just easy this month. keep dropping it. There we go. All right, and I'll go back through, I don't need to do it here, and I'll tack down some of this stuff that I didn't tack down all the way. But that is Margarete Miller, week 23. Let's go through the prompts. The prompts were something from the recycle bin. Well, that was this little piece of cardboard here that we covered up. A bottle or a glass. There's my glass. A piece of wrapping paper. Well, I've got it as the background, but I've also got it on covering my recycled piece. My favorite food. Oh, that's got to be the fruits and vegetables. And tea. I mean, the lemon in the tea. I love lemon. So, and I love this little tag that's hanging out around it. Text in a different alphabet. That's going to be the border, which I think is Japanese or maybe Korean. It could be Korean. I don't think it's Chinese. And then the bonus was 3 of something, and we had the 3 buttons. So I'm really liking that collage this week. I think it all is very cohesive in color, and then we've got this little spot to put our prompts. So there it is. What a fun collage. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up. And leave a comment so you can be in the Happy Mail drawing for June. So be sure and leave a comment. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye.